Hey guys, this is Grenade Launcher 101 here, back at it with Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. This is the 7th mission, the missile battery. So, a few things I want to mention is this mission is tough in certain parts, even the beginning. I'll go more into that as after these briefings here.
Fisher, I know you think the shortest distance to solving this problem is to go after Shetland. You might be right. Unfortunately, the diplomatic situation surrounding the Walsh incident is not softening. We are less than 24 hours from open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've located the battery that launched the missile against the Walsh. If there is any credence to the North Korean claim that the launch was unintentional, we need to prove it. And fast.
I've been reverse engineering the data you recovered from Zerkezi's computer in New York. Zerkezi's algorithm is an advanced extrapolation of the mass kernels made infinitely more complex by recursion through Dvorak. I think that if you can access the BIOS memory of the missile launchers at the battery, I should be able to ID a fingerprint that the algorithm would have left on the system.
You'll be doing a halo insertion into a forest 2 clicks east of the battery. You'll enter the battery's secure perimeter and infiltrate via the main air shaft. The battery itself has been around since World War II, but intelligence and satellite imaging show it's been retrofitted several times since then. We have some limited mapping data. We don't know what you'll find.
Since the destruction of the Walsh, the USS Ronald Reagan has assumed CNC duties for the battle group in the Yellow Sea. Our fleet is on red alert. In case of war, we are prepared to conduct precision sorties against high-value targets aimed at reducing North Korean coastal defenses for insertion behind their advancing front. If intelligence indicates that the Koreans are picking a fight, then it's a fight they'll get. Anyone in that battery when the whistle blows better find himself a tin hat and a Bible.
Japanese ISDF has been instrumental in determining that the missile that sank the Walsh was indeed fired from this battery. You have the complete support of all branches of the Japanese Self-Defense Force in order to determine the rationale for this insane move by the Korean aggressors. We do not have the capability to strike the facility directly, but ISDF will use any means at our disposal to interfere with their capabilities in the event that our great American allies are forced to declare war.
Alright, so there's like at least 1, 2, 3 very tough parts in this mission that are hard to maneuver. And there's like 2 parts here that are a bit iffy. The beginning and the part that's in like around the middle. But once we get to the parts up ahead, I will point things out. So for now, I'm going to do this. But just watch how I do this, because I will point it out.
Fisher, it's starting to look like war.
Alright. So the reason I did that, because immediately after my checkpoint loads, I had to go down that rope as fast as possible, because one of the 2 guards there is going to immediately see me if I don't go at a fast pace. So I have to do it this way.
Fisher, it's starting to look like war is unavoidable. JCOS is asking all sources for current division level intelligence.
So, besides stopping World War III, is there anything else I can do for this evening?
The base commander should have up-to-date intel about NK.
Now, as soon as you get down here, just save. Because you don't want to have to repeat that over and over again. Because it will get annoying after a while. With that being said, the part after this is tricky. Once we get there, we'll I will point things out.
Getting divisional strength down the Kaesong-Munsan approach.
I'll try to schedule an appointment with his secretary.
Fisher, since everyone is asking everyone for intel, I'd love to have a few chips at the big table.
What can I get you, Will?
Looks like this battery has repair and maintenance capability for mechanized warfare support. Any shipping or repair logs you can recover would be a big help.
I'll find what I can.
So that's one of your secondary objectives you have to do. Finding a computer that has shipping repair logs. And clicking on them, I guess, if you will. Now, just very stealthily pass by him, and it should be no problem. Now, the first shipping log is through that door right there where he's at. So we can just go right here. Wherever the computer may be. There it is. There.
Good work, Fisher. Looks like they track shipping and repair through 4 separate departments.
Gotta love military bureaucracy.
See if you can get the logs from the other 3.
Now serving number 67.
Alright, now this guy right here is tricky. Because there's a door I had to go through to move forward throughout the mission. But the problem is that he's sitting there on the computer there. And where he's facing, it's toward that door that I had to go through. So you can't exactly go around him. Otherwise, you can't expect him to like not see you through his monitor, because he will see you. There's no doubt about that. So the best thing to do here is just like make means of distraction. Now, I'm not exactly sure where any cans are in here. I'm gonna try and whistle, see what it gets me.
What was that sound? Nothing.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. So, I mean, if you grab the can on the way, you would probably use that to like throw it on that other side of the room. But since I didn't, my only option is to use a sticky camera. Or you can simply just, well, let me close this door. You can simply just go on this side right here.
What was that?
Let him investigate. The noise that you just made. Control. Stop.
Yeah, but
Then just wait for him to go to the doorway there.
up here.
And that doesn't work either. So yeah, my only option at this point is a sticky camera. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Let me close the door real quick. Come on, close.
What is that noise?
Then just go through this door while he's distracted. Now over here, there's going to be a guard patrolling two parts of this room right here. Now, look over here to make sure he's not there. If he's not, then most likely he's on the other side. And you probably won't have enough time before you get over to that door to a room that leads to your next shipping log. There's 4 shipping logs, and the one that I just grabbed was the first one. And that'll be your second one in that door right there. I'm not exactly sure if he's gonna come over here, so I'm going to save in case anything happens. So we're just going to pick this lock right here. Because if you break it, most likely someone is going to notice. So it's best to just pick it. Now here's your second shipping log right here. There. Now you can move on from there. Right. Now we move on to the next checkpoint, which is the command area. Now, the beginning of this checkpoint is really, really weird to get by. Like, I've tried, there's a light you can't OCP and another you can OCP, and there's gonna be like 2 guards around the corner at a weird angle, and they can possibly see you. So
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over. Who's in the control room? How should I know? So what? We're just going to leave the missile hanging there? Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at vicinity 27-290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of cranes that we're not trained on. Fair enough. We've got an intruder. Good. I've been looking for some action. Be careful what you wish for.
you see what I mean? It's weird. It's very weird. So, I mean, I'll be honest, I might have to get back to you guys, but just depending on how this goes, I might not have to. So, I'm just going to try something here. I'm going to try and use a sticky camera and see if that works here.
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? Is it going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at the...
Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
So once I get distracted by that, get right over here into this dark spot.
Up here.
Then bypass the circuit right here.
That time, I'm sure I...
Yep, died. Alright. Let me just get back to you guys. Alright guys, I think I got things figured out here. So
All right, well, that's our work done.
this is what I'm gonna do right here.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So I'm going to like
Leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at vicinity 27...
I'm going to like launch my sticky camera
There about one
right next to the panel circuit right there.
Fair enough.
And make some noise because it'll block them from seeing me take out the circuit panel over there. And so, but when I do this, I have to be quick about it because they're going to get back as soon as possible. And if they like see me, if I'm going too slow, then I'm pretty much screwed. So here we go.
Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Nothing here. Never heard of it.
All right. So now they're basically moving at this point. So now what I'm going to do is, like, before moving on, get that sticky camera back. I have to be real cautious about it though. If I mess this up somehow.
That time, I'm sure...
Okay, he kind of saw me, so I have to load back to where I saved. This fucker right here. This asshole right here. And make sure they're not looking when you do this.
That time,
And unfortunately, one of them did see me. Make sure he has his back towards you. Along with this guy, which he stands there the rest of the time anyway. Then what we're gonna do is just wait for him to go down the stairs. Then you can get up here. Now, I'm going to save here because I'm not sure that they won't see me. So I had to be smart about it. Because otherwise, if they do see me, I might have to go to the other side. And luckily, neither of them saw me. So, we're just going to climb our way through this pole right here. And no one should see me. No one should be able to see me anyway. Now, along the way, I'm going to save, but, the next area has, like, one guy sitting in a chair and another, like, patrolling, I think the east or the western, launcher. And then that asshole sitting in the chair basically fucks you over in so many ways possible. Because it's like he makes it impossible to get by you. So you have to, like, use means of distraction just to get by the both of them, including the guy that's sitting on the chair. But once we get to that point, because we do have to go on that side anyway for an objective, actually for 2 or 3 objectives, but once we get to that point, I will show you guys how to maneuver around that. It's tricky, but it works. Oh. I want to make sure that guy over there does not see me. Because if he does, then I'm screwed. Alright. Now he's turning. We should be good. Now I'm going to save here because there are times where one of them will see you while going down here. So just play it safe and smart when doing this. Because if you don't, then it messes up your ghost run. Wait for it to turn. Ouch. That was not supposed to happen. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, I'm just going to load back to where I saved so I can get down there without losing health. Because it's not even necessary to begin with. Alright. So, obviously, there's no way to get around this without OCPing that light there. And luckily, he does not do anything if you OCP it. He's just going to be like, what was that? Or something like that. Something along the lines of that. And then just put it aside. So just make sure that this guard goes on the other side of the doors here. So that we can do this.
What was that?
Right. So now, get to the side right here. And bam, you're done. So you have a choice here. You can either go into the elevator through the crawl space, or get on the east launcher here to find your objective. Side objective, anyway. Your other side objective. That's not the repair logs. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the third repair log is in the command center. And then one of the other ones is like on the west launcher. Yeah, so the third one is like in the command center, and the last one is on the west launcher. Or no, east launcher. Yes. Paralog in up there and in there. It doesn't matter which way you go because you had to do your objectives either way. But just going to save here again. I don't know if I already saved, but I'm just going to do it again regardless. Alright. So, getting into the command center is very tricky. And I'll show you why once we get to that point. Right. So you're gonna go through here, which is above the room where you get in from the elevator. But you see that right there? That's the crawl space that leads to the command center. Now, you kind of need to go down there to listen in on a conversation about whether they intentionally launched the missile or not. And it works in two ways. Either you get right in the middle there and stay there, or you get in the middle and climb back up. The first one has worked out more for me, so I'm going to save here and I'm going to save here before doing that because it can only work one of two ways. And based on how randomized the patterns are in here, like, you never know which one's going to be the better one. So let's do this.
Sir, we have finished our preliminary inspection of the West launcher.
And what is your report, Captain?
We did every test we could, sir.
And?
And, well, there was no malfunction, sir.
No malfunction. Curious. There is an $80 billion warship on the bottom of the sea, sunk by a missile that left this battery. The world is less than 12 hours from a war that will kill millions of people. And you're telling me that there was no malfunction.
We checked everything, sir. I assure you.
Well, Captain, the only two people in this building who could authorize that launch without approval are you and I. I know I did not do it, so if it wasn't a malfunction, I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir, yes, sir. Get out of my sight.
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkasi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Once you get over here, hide this body. Because you never know. The game might take it as a, like, you fucked up, you get your percentage taken away. Because this and Double Agent are weird like that. So you just had to be sure. So now, we had to get the next shipping log here. Now I'm going to save here because this part might get tricky. It might not. You never know unless you, like, take action. But just have some precautions before you do so. Because if anything backfires, you need backup. Alright?
Good work, Sam. One more shipping log to go, and we'll have an accurate picture of their mechanized capabilities in the region.
I'll find it.
So now we can just go right back up here. Alright, we got that done and over with. So, when we get to the east launcher, or the west launcher, I can't remember which side it is. We'll just call it the first side, the first launcher we go to. Actually, both launchers have these side objectives. You need to, like, look at some missiles and for something. I don't know what for exactly. I think it's a bonus objective. But for that matter, you need to do it. And getting that done is a little tricky. On both sides, anyway. But to actually get to where the BIOS launcher is at, is like, it's very tricky to maneuver and pull off, not to mention. Yep, that exactly why I say tricky, because he won't like stay away from that for too long and will end up turning around at some point. So you kind of have to like load the checkpoint multiple times until you can get this right. Now you obviously can't get it now, or you can, or not, or yes. I'm very indecisive with this.
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked,
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
no, but it will make an awful big mess.
So now we save here. And I think at this point, both side doors are open. So you kind of had to go through here to like get this done and over with anyway. Okay, yes, it is open. Yeah, in order to get to these launchers, you have to listen in on that conversation that we just heard earlier. Alright, so now, here you're going to need to, like, save, like, quick save, before actually doing this. Because you never know when something might happen. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. Always. So we're going to look at this through our optic cable. Now, you're going to need to wait for him because you need to get around him in order to get downstairs to get into not only the circuit panel for the BIOS launcher, but for the last shipping repair log. So once he goes right there, open this door. That I'm not sure what happened there, but that should not have happened. So we're going to load progress again. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm not supposed to do that. Shit. I got myself caught. And I launched myself across the room. Okay. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Might as well run this way anyway. Because we're going to need to regardless. Or not. Maybe I'm just being an idiot. I don't know. But you can't get around him. Okay. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have, like, pulled out there. Like that. Right. Gonna hide behind this. That way he can't see me. Like, actually see me. Alright. Now that we got past him, we can save right here. Because this next part, like I said, is very, very tricky and hard to pull off. So if you got extra sticky candles with you, at this point, use them. Use one of them anyway. Because you're going to need one of them. So, how I got this worked out for me was putting a sticky camera right there.
I thought I heard something out there.
But the one thing I fucked up on was that guy was a little far away to hear that noise.
Hearing things. No.
Okay, I messed up there.
Someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
That, okay. I should have just looked under the optic cable. That was stupid. That was on me. But anyways, yeah. If I don't get this right, next time, I might have to get back to you guys once I figure things out.
What is that noise?
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. Always where the action is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to you guys here. Alright, guys. I think I figured everything out here. So, what we're gonna do is this. So, okay. Had to make sure it wouldn't get up.
Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. Always where the action is.
Nothing.
Alright. So you hit this whistle in that corner, get the shipping log, then cut out the circuit panel right there. Going on the other side of where they're at. And make sure you're hidden behind that big ass pole so they don't see you. Now this here might be a bit trickier because he's standing right there and he might see you, but luckily that's why I stay, so it shouldn't be any problem. Alright. So now we just gotta wait for this guy right here.
We've got trouble.
And that didn't work out so well. Shit. Well,
A noise?
oh, wait a minute. They do.
Just getting jumpy, I guess.
Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. All right, okay. 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 That. I guess it may take a while. So. Hold on. I'm going to save here, just in case if anything happens. All right. Alright, good thing I saved there. So we're just gonna load checkpoint. Alright. Probably gonna have to like edit this out so you guys don't have to like watch the whole thing. But if I'm lucky, I might not have to. Now that we're over here, all we had to do is OCP that camera right there, then get the BIOS. But I have to be quick about it, because it won't be OCP'd for that long.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displaced officers?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Jesus. Well, for now, we still need to stop them from launching another missile. Get to the other launcher.
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch.
Alright. I was doing alright up until that just happened. So, I'm going to try again. But most likely it's going to be the same thing.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displaced officers?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Jesus. Well, for now, we still need to stop them from launching another missile. Get to the other launcher.
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch the missile.
Good Lord, speaking of missile launches, that battery just lit up like a smoker getting off an airplane.
They're not targeting our ships, are they?
Active radar is up. It looks like a launch is imminent. Fisher, you need to abort that missile.
You got it, boss.
So yeah, it's not going to be a perfect part right there. But as long as that enemy, like, goes back to his patrol pattern, then we should be just fine. It's not something I can do. The least you can do is just deal with it and move on. So with that being said, we continue on forward. Hmm. Hold on. Let me get back to you guys. Alright guys, I'm back. So I want to address that one part where I had to scan the BIOS. You can try like doing it without like OCPing that camera, but chances are it's not going to work out very well, and the camera will probably see you like not very long after you scan it. So you can try it if you want, but just remember your challenges when dealing with that part. So with that being said, let's continue on. Just to be safe, I'm going to save. Because I know something's going to like happen. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Like I've said multiple times. So, now that we got that out of the way, we can just go to the east launcher here. Yes, now I know that this is the west launcher that we're in. So, we go through the command area again. And then to get through those guys, just you're gonna have to use a sticky camera. Alright, come on, controls. Stop it. So you're gonna use a sticky camera to like get both guards distracted, but one of them's gonna be already patrolling, so depending on where he's at, you might have to wait for him. You might or might not have to. So get that there.
Someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
So hurry up when you get past them.
We've got an intruder.
Shit.
Get them! Did you see that?
To be honest, it's probably the fact that I didn't like go fast enough, or they just got back like before it could even go through those doors. So I'm gonna try that again, but before I do so, I'm gonna OCP that light there.
Did I just see something? What was that?
Alright. So now we dealt with that. Now we can enter the east launcher.
A noise? Nah. Just getting jumpy, I guess.
Let's bypass the circuit here. No one is going to see you clearly.
Good work, Fisher.
I'm uploading the arming sequence codes for Grim. Lambert, if worst comes to worst, and I'm still here.
You don't even need to say it, Sam.
Now, if I get lucky here, before whistling, he might actually investigate my area. And if not, I'll try something else, because he is facing that door that I need to get through to go to the missile. Check my objectives before I do anything else.
I thought I
That didn't work out too well. Okay.
What was that?
You just get past now. That's done and over with. So these next guys down here are also tricky. Because you do have to like distract them. In order to get into the computer, that you need to get that where the okay, so basically there's a computer where you need to grab the codes to like deactivate the missile that is about to be launched here. If I'm right on that, I don't exactly remember how or what it is, but that's just my guess.
Black hell, you're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
Engagement interface is online. Target. Is someone moving around out there? Ooh,
Oh
I don't
shit,
know.
they went
That's
this
why I'm
way.
worried.
That's not good. That's not what I want. Alright, we can do this. We can do it.
Black hell, you're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
1 through 12, confirmed. Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Damn it, Fisher. Watch the alarms.
That did not work out as well as I thought it would. Hold on, I'll get back to you guys.
Someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control unit.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
No one here. No signs of disturbance.
That was a little weird. I don't know what that was for. Anyway. I'm just gonna disregard that. But yeah, once you get that done, just go back through here. Man, what is up with everything in here? Okay, I'm not sure what is going on in here. Honestly, it seems very weird how they like decided to like go investigate that area right there. At this point, I'm convinced this game is getting glitchy.
Good job, Sam. Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumbling beer cans.
I didn't even get to let them finish their dialogue. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I keep my eyes wide open.
Come on, controls.
What was that?
This guy sees me. Actually, let's just look back to see. Okay. So we're good there. Alright. So, extraction point is on either side of the battery, either east or west. But right now we're going to take this way. And that was mission 7, ladies and gentlemen. Prime a missile in each of the missile bays. Okay, so yeah, that was a bonus objective. 100%, nobody knocked out, no one killed. Me, not really a successful run, if you want to call it that, but it still worked out. It still worked out pretty well. So, the next mission, Seoul, South Korea, the battlefield. I think it's. Well, one thing I want to say for sure is that in this version, it's a little easier than what you would see on the Xbox and PC, mainly just because of the layout and whatnot. You know, not as many enemies and whatnot, but easier lighting. You can actually get by people much easier. But I think there are some parts that are tough to, like, get by and maneuver around. But as always, I will show you guys how to maneuver around those parts, I guess you can call it. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this has helped you out in some sort of way possible. And if it has, you're welcome. This is Grenade Launcher 101, signing off now.